So welcome to the first town hall of our second century. I want to welcome you to today's event. We really appreciate that President Leebron continues to hold these semi-annual events, and I appreciate your coming out as well.
At one point during the centennial, I was convinced that things must be going horribly wrong because no one had called my office to complain about anything. And that is still pretty much the case. The letters from alumni who came, some of whom traveled all across the country, really have said this was for them the experience of a lifetime. And so I want to thank all of you who are involved in this. This, I have to say for myself, exceeded my very best expectations. It made our community truly, truly look extraordinary. I want to just thank all of you, and it was all of you who participated. Everything was just spectacular. The things I've taken some pride in over the past few years, I do think we have built a stronger and enduring relationship with the city of Houston. I think we've seen this in the city of Houston, particularly with some of the K-12 efforts that we have across the campus and consolidating that. I think we're seen in a somewhat different way than we used to be seen. We're no longer seen as sitting behind the hedges. I think in our international engagements, and particularly in Latin America and Asia. For me, a real high point was the Faculty Senate approval of a new major in Latin American studies. I think we're finally making sense of our geographic location by being really committed to having a strong program in Latin American studies. I think those are three of the things. And then I think sort of, again, really since Pitzer in many ways, each president, starting with Pitzer, has made a major commitment to advancing Rice as a research university. You know, the Bioscience Research Collaborative, right? You know, that is a $300 million building. You might say, well, why does Rice need a $300 million building? And the answer is because the best researchers in the world aren't going to accept somebody telling them that we have pretty good facilities for a school the size of Rice, right? When the provost and others recruited those 3 Academy member sciences from UCSD, they came here in part because we could offer truly world-class facilities, right? When the physics department needed new facilities and better consolidation of his activities with the generous support of a benefactor, we built Brockman Hall. And so what we need to be committed to is building our research enterprise, not at a level commensurate with our size, but at the very top level. It goes back to your question about, you know, who do we hire from? Well, I think increasingly we set out to hire the best people in the world. And if there's an epitome of that in some sense, it's in the Shepherd School of Music, right? They set out to hire the best violin instructor in the world that they could find, and they hired that person. They hired the best trumpet instructor. That's the ambition we should set across the university, that what we provide at Rice is different, but also in ways that we are all familiar with, and we must work every day to enhance the sense of community that exists at Rice, the feeling that being part of Rice is being part of the very special endeavor, not a purely virtual university, but one committed to the well-being of everybody who works here. Thank you all very, very much for being here today.